Hi, I'm Brad. I decided to do another video here tonight after the Love of God one. And tonight I want to talk to you about creation, how God was able to create us, and how our bodies and just how everything works. Why are we here? How did we get here? Well, how come we can speak? How can we talk? Now, of course, the evolutionists today are trying to tell us that we just came randomly into this body. Well, that's impossible. They don't even know what they're thinking, because the chances of something like that happening is, well, it can't be done. It's absolutely impossible that we can evolve from a little cell or even the atoms, because a cell, believe it or not, is made up of atoms. So how did the cell get put together with all the proteins and the DNA and all those things? It's just you can't get the numbers together. It's impossible. There's no computer in the world that could process those chances, that probability. It wouldn't happen. It's people that don't believe in God, that they grew up in religion. They got to the point where they felt trapped, and that's what they were. They were actually trapped in religion. Religion was trying to tell them how to think, what to do, when to do it, and they got out of there. They just didn't want to deal with that. So they started, looking into the heavens and using the thoughts they had in their mind, different from religion, and they just started thinking these crazy thoughts. They go to Darwin, and then they blame Darwin for starting this evolution. But Darwin wasn't looking for evolution. Not at all. He liked animals. He was an animal lover. He almost had all his life. He started out a religious, he's going to be a pastor. That's what his parents wanted him to do, and he even aspired to that. But eventually he became a doctor. And then he retired and he went just studying the animals. He's just curious. He's a curious man. And he went out and studied, and he started noticing different species were different from others. He wrote it down. He wasn't looking for a religion of evolution. Not a bit. But now you got people that, more and more people that don't believe in religion, which is perfectly fine. I don't believe in any religion. Not at all. And God doesn't either. But it just, that's what it got into. It evolved into a hatred toward God. And it's not a hatred, it's fear. Nobody knows the truth. These people that broke away from religion, they call themselves atheists, they're just lost. They don't know the truth any more than the religious person. And now they're just spinning their wheels. They go bicker back and forth and try and go into these arguments and things like that, and it's useless. Total useless. Until you have the truth, there's no way you can understand who God is. Now, I've known God for almost 31 years now in November or December. That's when he first came to me. And then for 29 years he worked with me and got me sinless. And then I got the knowledge from him. And it's this knowledge is where I'm learning everything. And this knowledge is God. This is what everybody's looking for. But see, you can't get it. You can't see it. You cannot see it. Because it's God. He's invisible. And what he is, he's invisible thoughts. Thoughts are invisible. Can you see a thought? No. Does it have mass? No. How can it? It's timeless. Goes on forever and ever and ever. We're still thinking thoughts from the Babylonian days. all Adam and Eve from the Bible. That's written thoughts, okay? But the thoughts I get from God are real. And He takes me back to Adam and Eve. Takes me back to creation. He takes me to the paradise, out into the gardens. I see the hot jacuzzis from the natural springs. I see all that stuff from the knowledge I have. He gives me visions that boom right into my mind, my brain process system, and then I can see it. Perfect visions. And so it's all about thoughts. That's who God is. Now, He didn't have any way of communicating. Of course, He made a plan with all these thoughts for infinity. Who knows how many years? We don't know. He didn't have time in Him. He could have it could have been on for trillions of years, thinking about this creation He's going to have. And that's why He knows every hair on our head. He's had plenty of time to think it all out. Okay, so all of this plan, He makes it living, a living plan. He makes it come to life. How does He do that? Light energy. That was His first creation, was light energy. To take His thoughts and make it happen. Just make things happen. So He got this light energy, and then He created everything else with that light energy. His first creation was people, was the prophets, Jesus, and us saints. We were the very first people that were created together, called the Word. So He got this light energy and the Word together, because we speak. That's the power, the energy. So He needed the spoken word to make life happen. So when we spoke all these created images into place, they're just still thoughts, but they're recorded. It's like we were making records of people. Yeah, stored up thoughts for each individual. So you're basically like a hard drive. You've spoken into existence. Okay, all the details about you, everything. Like I said, the count of hair on your heads, color of eyes, everything about you, it's all in this hard drive, or this image of God. All thoughts, all within God. And so the Word became the power to make all this, put all this together and get ready for creation. I'm going to stop here a second.